There it is. What is it? Is it something to do with dun 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 or not? Welcome everyone. You are live on the Gathering Point show where we got hot glass flowing. Tonight's kind of a cool prepping technique. We got Oliver in the background. He's going to do one as well. Wait until you see what they're going to do.
This is the Gathering Point. We're here outside of Detroit, Michigan in Dearborn. This is show number 6.
So guess what color this is? We've got two colors mixed together. When it's hot, you cannot tell at all. And why do we have two colors mixed together? I'm going to show you. Oliver's got his, shaping it with a wooden block. Here goes Chris. They're going to blow this up for a project that we're working on, because this isn't our normal glass blowing show. Tonight it's something different. You can see the two colors there. One, I believe, is white, but the second color, that's for all of you to guess.
You're gonna puff that out and just get it symmetrical. Start your bubble, keep it in control, and then neck it, and then you're gonna do exactly what I was doing here. If it starts to blow out crooked, go ahead and marver it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go! All right, it's got white. You can see where that is. What is the other color? That looks orange right now, but is not. Look at the shadows, so cool. It's looking like a soft gray.
Got some nice purples in there, some beautiful lavenders, purple and white. So we do like to try to break these guys off in a whole unit and then try to get them so we can shard them out. Oh yeah.
So fun.
I think puff it right out, Oliver. Give it all you got. Keep spinning, baby. Spin and turn.
Oliver's taking a couple deep breaths.
This is a particular color technique, you guys, where we're blowing out solid bar color that when it was small and about the size of, let's say, an acorn, it was pretty much black. You couldn't even tell what color it was so dense. And now we've got a little bit of black, we've got a little purple and a little blue, which I love it. So when you break these up into smaller pieces like this guy, Oliver's gonna be breaking his up right now. That's a glass shard. Whack it, baby.
Feels wrong doing that with that guy. Let me grab this.
There it is.
Cracked like an egg.
So you can actually use these glass shards as color applications on the surface of hundreds of different products, which is super cool.
This is what it looks like, but they're thin. And then we mix, these are color mixes that we do.
I'm gonna gather up the warmer-upper gather to make the warmer-upper piece.
So what are you making over there, perfect guy?
Well, it's goblet night, drinkware, so I'm making a goblet, a wine glass, and I got some beautiful, really nice cranberry color, which is a super expensive color, but it's nice to work with. I'm making sure that I put 3 minimum coats of the cranberry color on the surface so that I don't get a speckle pattern, and it's more of a solid color pattern. You see that? And the reason I want to make sure that it's solid is that I'm going to be going into the optical mold, and I've got a couple different optical molds here that I can use.
So while Chris is getting this prepped up, the 2 molds he has out is the straight mold and the pineapple mold.
Pineapple mold, when you think about it, it looks like a pineapple. It's got those crisscrosses on it. So glass blowers, you know, we make it easy for ourselves. It looks like a pineapple shape on the inside once you blow it out.
Well, I'm not going to make a wine glass that looks like a pineapple today.
All right, this is a tricky mold. I have never successfully used this mold because I've never tried it.
So everything about this mold is working the glass quick, you guys. Go ahead and blow, Oliver. Blowing, Oliver, hard. Good. Now watch this, guys. Cap it, Oliver. Blow.
Bring out.
Good. I really love getting a nice tight looking stem there. Don't drop it till you get over me, and lift the back end of the pipe up real high so it falls off straight.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What you heard Chris just say was always an interesting thing
Straight
for
up.
me, being shorter. It was like, how do you get it to drop super goopy like that when you're short? And the glass blower's taller than you.
You get a stool.
All right, this is the wooden footing tool. It looks kind of black, but it's cherry wood that's been soaked in water. That's why you see steam coming out.
Beautiful. You're gonna hold it up and you're gonna bring it down. I'll pull it down and you're gonna hold it over and be steady. I'm gonna.
Yeah, we'll do the walk the dog move.
You got it. All the way straight up for a minute. All right, flip. Down here, right there. Okay, hang it right there. Stay right there. Keep going.
Oliver's got to be very aware of that first bit he brought because he wants to bring as best as he can duplicate the same size and shape this next time.
Hold it up as you're walking over to me. Straight up in the air. There you go.
Now he knows which angle to hold the pipe, how Chris is looking for it.
Lift up.
So goblet tutorial, if you're joining us and you're a glass blower, this is an amazing way to watch someone shape some glass.
Look at that. It's a brick powder punty, which works unbelievable on stemware. Stamp it.
The oven they're going to is called an annealer. It's 900 degrees.
It's going to be amazing. I'm dusting the cracks with adventurine, and then I'm going to gather over it. So now I've got crystal everywhere but where those optics were. And I'm only giving it a slight undulation of twist because I don't want it to be super twisted. I want it to just kind of be a little energy vortex. When I went into the optical mold and I blew it in there, I got those 12 ridges. The exterior of the ridges touched that aluminum mold and chilled. So now the surface doesn't have enough heat to allow that color to stick to it. But in the core where the glass is thicker, right down in the deep ridges, is when you go in and you swirl it inside the color. It only sticks down in those cracks, specifically in 12 notches around.
Is that 12?
12. But we do have some amazing sparkling going on right here. Blow. So I'm getting ready for our little cap. I'm going to have you cap it, and then we're going to press this in, and then we're going to add our foot onto it, which is going to be an all clear foot. Cap it.
So what you don't see is Oliver's holding the back end of the pipe with his fingers over it so the air cannot squish out of the pipe.
Clear foot.
And that allows Chris to make a certain styled shape. The adventurine's starting to show up.
Nice hot foot. That was creamy and buttery.
The taglia is metal and allows him to push it nice and flat without catching fire, although you're seeing some of the wax burn off.
I want it to stay a little bit rounded, just like the base on the sapsucker himself. So I think we're good, Oliver. You gotta be careful with those sapsuckers, man. They'll get you. Equalizing the heat, it's real important to make sure that, like, I can't punty this piece. I can't transfer it off the end of the blowpipe by sticking a punty onto the bottom. because it's too darn hot right now. This bottom is way too hot, so I'm equalizing the heat.
You want a dirty punny?
Not on a mug. Nope, dirty punny needed, especially because it's going to be a sculptural piece.
Yeah.
So I think a regular punny, no step downs, that's okay, that'll work. There's a pair of shears here that are the shears that I don't like, so I'm getting the pair that I do like. Italian Menniconis are super tight. They cut great. I do love the Menniconi shears. These guys are unbelievable. They actually are out of business, so you can't get them anymore. But if you do want to get a good pair of shears, you're going to want to go to Olympic Color Rod, because those guys are unbelievable. Check out the link. I want to get a little heat up on the neck.
Doing the warmer-upper, I just heard how Chris said that when we're doing goblets, we need a smaller punty. But then I remember that we're doing a sculptural mug now, that we need to have a pretty big one that can hold a lot of heat.
All right.
Technical question from Beverly.
Technical question. Technical question.
The blue light special. The technical question, the blue light special.
What temperature is the oven you put the object into?
This particular oven that I put it in is about 2,500 degrees, Beverly, and that's hot. Some people don't like working at that hot. When you're working real fragile, delicate, tiny little goblets, you don't want it as hot as 2,500 degrees. You want to turn it down to probably like 2,350. That way you won't melt your handles. You can, after a few good coats, Oliver, I'd like you to marver that. You can do it right now if you want, into a cylinder, just so she's even. There you go. That's looking perfect. Bring that over nice and easy. One eyeball coming up, guys. Just don't lift.
That's tough.
A tough one, guys. That's what happens.
There's the eyeball way over there.
It's back there.
See it?
Well, let's start another one up. Don't mind it. It happens once in a while.
Yeah, we know all the steps now.
You guys can give us the play-by-play. Color, the sparkle, so cool.
All right, Oliver, how about that foot?
All right, this is just putting, it's a funny shaped tool that's just putting air right on the center part.
Now that's looking beautiful. We're gonna keep this puppy nice and hot. Not gonna be banging around.
Be gentle with the sapsucker.
That's right.
So the diamond shears have a diamond pattern on it, which allows the cut. See the diamonds there? It makes it like a little point when you finally do cut it.
All right, we doing nose or mouth next?
Black nose.
You got it.
We got the lips coming in. This sapsucker always has big giant lips because that's how it gets all the sweat off the back of the glass blower's legs. All right, so the handle. Gather about the size of your thumb, coat it with like 3 coats of aventurine, and then we're going to gather over that, and you're going to give it to me, and I'll strip off the extra clear and size it up and give it back to you.
Okay.
Hoi! What's going on here?
This is going to be a solid handle, and we got a ton of this sparkly gold all over it. You can kind of catch it in the light here as I rotate it nice and slow. We're going to gather over it with more clear crystal.
Go ahead and gather over that and bring it over to me. Take that, set this down.
Okay, by doing this technique, it allows Chris some time to shape the handle. He's allowing the new glass to heat up that core.
Steady now, straight up. Steady.
The ear.
Steady. Yeah.
That's the adventurine.
I love that.
There we go.
This is that cranberry, and I love this cranberry, you guys. I haven't used it very often. If you were guessing, sorry I let it out of the bag.
No, it's fine.
I love this cranberry, and I love multiple coats of it. Tasty piece. Blow. Keep going. Let's do a stem. Going for the same iris foot. I changed the stem up. This stem is the same style stem as I did on the first one with a cranberry top on it. Check it out if you can see it in the light. Nice.
He makes
Stay.
that look really easy. That's a nail-biting moment when you're learning how to blow glass. Because if you don't get it on center when you go to this next part, it doesn't work.
I love it when the foot squeezes out. Perfect like that.
Oliver's got a wooden paddle, and
Hi,
when
Oliver.
Chris gives the nod, he uses it on the bottom to make sure it
Okay,
stays straight.
Go ahead and give it a deep flash and sit down and just straighten the foot. See how I push most of that up there, guys? See how far you can press that on there? Now don't go down with it, keep it level when we take it off, okay? Go kind of upward a little, there you go. Lift up, lift, good.
You can see the glass is cooling as well
Hey,
as
Dan.
Chris's tweezers were getting hot. I'm not going to mess around with his tweezers, but he could dip them in water and cool them. But the assistant would need to do that and then wipe them off because they're starting to heat up, so the glass wants to stick to them. For those glass blowers
Steady,
watching, you
steady.
pull the bit out and allow the glass to start to come
Lift up.
down.
Keep going, slow right there.
And you can see Chris is directing him to push or pull, depending on the thickness of the glass.
Hopefully now you're gonna see the benefit of having a dirty punny, folks. So let's see how this baby comes off.
Got to blow away the dust before they do the torch, because if you didn't, then you torch all the dust in. Oliver has the stamp ready. He's doing some fancy dancy, something or other. Something or other.
Hello?
Fancy dancy.
Hello? Hello?
steel table. Using some shears, he's doing some fancy something or others. This is a steel table. Now it has become the elfin leaf foot. At some point he'll use a paddle or set it on the table to make sure all the tips match at the same level. Little baby foot. Perfect.
Blinging giveaway.
Yeah, it is.
There it is, guys.
First one was this, and I guessed it when I was watching the show. It's got the pineapple texture on it. This is a ridiculous piece. This is so nice. It's so tasty. It's just incredible. I mean, that is the cranberry. That color is probably, amongst all of us, our top like 3 or 4 colors right now. We're loving it a ton. We're using it in some class. Just an incredible piece by Chris there, and you see use the aventurine on the handles there, doing those pinchers and those runners, and these curl backs are super nice and detailed, really beautiful. And this was the next piece that didn't make it as well, and this one was equally as tasty, if not tastier on the foot here. Got a beautiful squeeze. It's paper thin, not really, but really thin, and these are all pushed into each other, super nice. Extra handles up on the body of the glass. This was an iridescent gold, amber gold, and this one turned out incredible as well, except for this giant crack right up here. And so Chris replicated this piece of drinkware with an incredible handle on the show to match the BBSS. And look at those extendo eyes. They're looking right at you. A beautiful, realistic schnoz and a nice set of lips. He's got the aventurine vortex going on in the body, and then the handle's just out of control. That's a one-of-a-kinder right there. Beautiful signature on the bottom. The gathering point, number 256. Look at this giveaway. Judging by the way this is, well, the texture of it, I wanted to say he encased it, but I feel like maybe he didn't. And this is all just aventurine on the outside. We've been going to town with the aventurine. We've been shy of it in the past because it's so expensive, but the beauty we get from it doesn't really make any difference at this point. We just love it. We're putting it in everything we can. And this is just an incredible tequila sipper, or any kind of sipper, big sipper, little sipper, big dipper, you know, whatever. This is just a super tight piece for somebody to get for free next week on the show.
That's tough.